Ever since high school, my default feeling was stress. My weekly routine would consist of me trying to juggle between my school, part-time jobs, internship work, and then trying to make time for friends and family. In the end, I had zero time and energy left for myself. I would just crash and burn. It took some time for me to finally reset and manage those feelings of stress. So this video here is for you guys out there who can relate to this issue. One of the problems I faced was trying to take on everything all at once. I had so many passions and interests to the point I convinced myself I could do it all in 24 hours. What's sleep anyway? But I've learned the hard way that it's better to focus on a few priorities instead of all at once. My current priorities include my family, self-care, blogging, YouTube, and Spanish learning. For some people, maybe this load is way too much, but this is personally what I can handle right now. Everyone is different. Having a visual reminder is super helpful as well. I have a vision board of my priorities and to remind myself of what truly matters. Whenever I face temptations to add more on my plate, I'll ask myself, does this fit in my priorities? If not, it's a goodbye to that opportunity. I was constantly guilty of overworking myself till practically midnight, plus double shot of caffeine. That explained my intense eye bags. No wonder classmates asked me if I was okay. What helped me was setting an exact time of when I would shut down my work. I wouldn't even allow my brain to think about work anymore. I have an end of day ritual which consists of me checking emails, messages, journaling, planning the next day, and then that's it. No more work. That way I would have a peace of mind for the rest of the night. And there's something so magical about getting enough high quality sleep. It's like putting on glasses for the first time and seeing the world clearly. If you're like me who has plenty of interests and passions, you can set a plan of when you would like to take on that new passion or interest. Instead of doing it all at once, plan it one by one for the future. For example, I sat down and wrote down all of my future goals and a timeline as to when I would like to take it on one by one. Here's an example of my plan. For some of the activities, I have an exact date, while others I have a rough idea of when I would like to start. The key is to only add one or a few habits at a time instead of doing it all at once. Yes, I know, this tip sounds unusual from the rest, but it seriously works. There were so many times during finals and midterms week where I would feel the stress in my soul. But just 30 minutes of content like watching a cute animal video or a comedy show or looking at some memes really helped me de-stress and boosted my mood. That's the purpose of memes, right? To be our cool therapist. Of course, I wouldn't recommend wasting hours on this. My classmates face this problem of memes versus studying. I'm sure you know which one they chose. So maybe just try setting a time limit for yourself, like how I did with 30 minutes of funny or cute content. I'm constantly guilty of jumping from work to work, assignment to assignment, project to project without just stopping to breathe. Even when I was trying to relax, I was still always doing something like playing an instrument, listening to a podcast, or watching a movie. Yes, these are still relaxing activities, but I realized that there was never a time in my life where I just stopped and did nothing. I finally found my own method of slowing down by just sometimes sitting in the park and just doing nothing. Just being present and observing everything in nature. There's seriously something so calming about being in the presence of nature since we're always surrounded by city buildings or indoors. This quote pretty much sums it up. We are human beings, not human doings. Let's start acting like it and take the time simply to be. Richard Branson. We're always so busy doing, but when do we take the time to take care of ourselves, of our family? In a society that's obsessed with success and productivity, we sometimes just forget to stop and relax. So I challenge you guys to try to slow down. Try going one day without doing any work at all. Sit down in nature at a park, or even sit down in silence in front of the window. Just let your thoughts wander. It's going to feel weird at first, but who knows, maybe you'll end up appreciating this moment of silence and presence. Well, those are some tips for you to manage stress, which have helped me personally. Life ain't easy, and it has proven us that. Let me know if these tips are helpful to you or if you would like to share any tips that helped you personally. Thanks for watching.